Hey traders, welcome back to another video at the Modern Day Trader with your boy Marcy. And today we're going to be taking a dive into something a bit different, and this is more so dealing with psychology. And I've been learning a lot about psychology over the past week and just starting to ask myself, why is it that majority of traders fail? Why is it that I failed uh a challenge? Why is it that people jump from strategy to strategy? Why is it that a strategy will work for one person, but it won't work for the next person? What is it that is happening in the market? Why does 95% of people lose money in the market? And it really all comes down to you understanding why you're doing what you're doing. It's not about how you're doing what you're doing. It's about why you are doing it. Why do you want to trade? Why is it important for you to take the next challenge that you want to buy? Why is it important that you need to trade today, tomorrow, the next day? Why is it important? Why do you want to become a trader? Those are the important questions. The questions that are not as important are the hows. And the hows are simply, how do I become a good trader? How do I enter the next trade? How do I get in on the highs that were created? How do I take advantage of the lows that are being created right now? How do I place my stop loss? None of those things actually matter. Those, the more you think about the hows, the more it actually removes you or pushes you further and further away from the why. And the why is important because that is what drives and creates momentum in your process to becoming a great trader. So you need to find out what is the why in what you are doing and why do you want to do this. That is the important thing, because when the next trade comes up and the next trade comes up, it's not about how do I execute this trade anymore. You'll be looking at your whys, and it's gonna drive a bit more force than just your hows. And I also just wanted to bring up this story that I heard. I actually heard it from Mark Hutchinson, the Falcon guy, and it's a story about Picasso. And the story goes, a woman once approached Picasso and asked him to draw a portrait of her. Picasso obliged, and within just a few minutes, he completed a beautiful sketch. Impressed yet surprised by the speed, the woman asked how much would it cost. Picasso replied, $30,000. Shocked, she said, but it only took you a few minutes to draw this. Picasso smiled and responded, no, ma'am. It took me 30 years to be able to draw this in a few minutes. Now there's two types of takeaways from this story. Number one, it's the mastery of your craft, which is what everybody will see. Everybody will see that obviously Picasso mentioned that he's taken 30 years to get to this point, and now he can draw or he can sketch a whole portrait in just a few minutes and charge $30,000. But the observation number two to me is important, and it's something that I'm calling the hidden cost of skill. Now, this is looking at this whole story from the point of view of the woman, from the point of view of the person who's asking the master or the person who's asking the skilled person to do this, right? And this is what I've learned from the story, from the person who doesn't necessarily have the skill but just wants to purchase it from the woman. From the outside looking in, It's easy to undervalue a skill simply because we didn't witness the years of dedication it took to acquire it. When something looks simple, we often assume it was simple, forgetting that we see it or forgetting that we only seen the end product, not the journey behind it. Like the woman in the story, many people focus on the time it takes to deliver something, not on the lifetime of effort that made such delivery possible. It's a reminder to not judge value by appearance alone. Behind every great result is often a hidden foundation of relentless work, failure, learning, and refinement. The important thing to learn here is the last sentence that I had said. Behind every great result is often a hidden foundation of relentless work, failure, learning, and refinement. And so when you see every person on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, or wherever the case may be, on X, Twitter, whatever platform you watching traders on, when you see people starting to become great at what they do, majority of the time you would not have seen every single step that they have taken, even if they are on YouTube posting every single day, posting a video a day. You won't see the actual work that went into them getting to where they need to get to. And you look at it and you say, I can become that. And 100% you can become that. You just need to understand the time and the effort that needs to go in to get that. Do not undervalue what appears to be simple, because every strategy almost today that people are learning smart money concepts is all the same. But I think because it is all the same, traders today tend to undervalue and undercut themselves. Firstly, undervalue the person that's teaching, undervalue their work ethic that they put in behind the scenes where nobody was looking, and they think it's just simple and all I need to do is go back test 20 trades or get a small sample size of trades so that I can look at my results and I can see where I can make changes or tweak the plan. But it's important to understand that as that person is teaching you how to trade, that you need to be able to put that time in as well. You need to be able to deal with failure. You need to be able to deal with taking losses in the markets. You need to be able to deal with not having the best of days. And then you also need to be able to deal with having the best of days. And in all of that, that's where you will start to hone your skill and build a solid foundation. That is where you will start to become a great trader, and not just looking in as the woman did and saying, but it took you 5 minutes just to take this trade and you made 250k, you made 20,000 on your funded account. No, you understand that that one trade that was taken today, whether it be live on YouTube, whether it be taken alone and shared with you guys on YouTube afterwards as a recap, you need to understand that trade that made somebody $10,000, $20,000 has taken them time to get to that point to execute in a manner and have risk management and have every single attribute of a profitable trader, have that in their favor, because they've taken the time to hone that skill, work on that foundation, and understanding what it is to actually become a trader. And they know their why. They're not looking at how to do it. They know why they want to do it. And so with that being said, guys, I just want to mention this because this is near and dear to my heart. It's my new saying. And remember this when you are going through good times, when you're going through bad times, when you're going through all times, remember the saying. Failure is feedback. feedback is knowledge, and knowledge is power. And so, with that being said, from your boy Master at the Modern Day Trader, I hope you have a lovely week and look forward to those pound yen shorts into those equal lows at 184,500. And then, if it does break above 196, we're looking for potential longs. Have a wonderful week and peace out.